What if I told you that everything holding our civilization together, our jobs, the technology in your hands, even the water running through your faucet, is converging on a single, unavoidable test by 2030? Right now, you're watching an unprecedented collision: rapid AI expansion, resource depletion, and a climate reality that won't wait. It's not a sci-fi plot. This is the real-world Great Filter, and no nation is immune. Imagine waking up in a world where entire industries disappear overnight. Today's breakthroughs could be tomorrow's extinction events for jobs. Data from the World Economic Forum show that AI is set to transform 86% of all businesses by the end of this decade, but it's also predicted to erase 92 million traditional roles. The McKinsey Global Institute warns that up to 14% of the global workforce may need to change professions by 2030 simply to keep up. For many Americans, especially those in manufacturing, tech, and logistics, the question isn't if jobs will change, but whether you'll have time to adapt. This isn't just about work. Resource scarcity is hitting home faster than anyone expected. The United Nations estimates a 40% shortfall in global freshwater supplies by 2030. 2.3 billion people at risk. That's a number so massive it could cripple industries and destabilize economies overnight. When drought hit Taiwan in 2021, semiconductor production, which powers everything from your phone to defense systems, nearly halted, proving how a crisis in one corner of the world can reverberate through American industry. Now layer in a changing climate that acts as a force multiplier. Extreme weather is pushing infrastructure to its limits and driving up the costs of insurance, logistics, and raw materials. Sea level rise and storms aren't isolated headlines, they're part of a pattern threatening manufacturing hubs, ports, and critical supply chains. According to PwC, 58% of global supply chains have seen major disruptions in just the last few years. That means products, food, and energy you rely on aren't as guaranteed as they once were. And here's where it gets especially real for the United States. While tech innovation is racing forward, think Musk's latest ambitions or Silicon Valley's AI boom, the supporting systems are straining. The U.S. faces a projected shortage of 2.1 million manufacturing workers by 2030. At the same time, up to 20 million jobs here face replacement by automation or robotics. All this is happening against a backdrop of political polarization and aging infrastructure.
China, on the other hand, is grappling with its own transformation, transitioning from a manufacturing-based economy just as global production automates, all while facing demographic headwinds. Europe? Caught by shrinking oil supplies and mounting costs to adapt to climate shocks. Even resource-rich places, Australia, Canada, aren't immune. Their reliance on extraction industries puts them at risk from both climate volatility and shifts in global demand. So what about technological rescue? Renewable energy is expanding fast, but the International Energy Agency warns that doubling deployment might not even be enough. Key materials, copper, lithium, rare earths, are becoming harder to source, ironically choking the green transition before it can fully take off. AI may help optimize systems, but unchecked, it's also a risk multiplier. The same power that could save us could destabilize labor, privacy, and even national governance. And all of this pressure is creating a feedback loop across economic, political, and social spheres. Historically, when technological disruption and resource crises collide with political divisions, societies have been pushed toward either radical reinvention or breakdown. The window for a measured response is closing. The scale and speed required are unlike anything the industrial world has faced. But here's the reality. There is no escape hatch or isolated safe zone. What's coming by 2030 is a global test. Whether you're in Detroit or Shenzhen, San Francisco or Berlin, these converging forces demand something we haven't achieved before: real international cooperation, rapid adaptation, and an honest reckoning with what progress really means. Does this guarantee a dystopia? Absolutely not. History shows that societies under existential threat can adapt with remarkable speed, if the will and coordination are there. COVID-19 was a test run for crisis response. It proved that, given the right focus, we can reinvent industries in record time. The key is recognizing the great filter not as inevitable doom, but as a crossroads, our chance to choose whether technology and cooperation accelerate us forward or whether delay and division pull us apart. That brings us to you. The stakes aren't just theoretical, and the solutions aren't out of reach.
Will the U.S. lead a new wave of adaptation and tech-driven resilience? Or will it falter beneath the weight of outdated systems and missed opportunities? Are we truly prepared, or just hoping for the best? Drop your thoughts below. Is America's current path sustainable? And most importantly, what role will you play in shaping the outcome of the 2030 Great Filter?